Mario, when did you discover you had a passion for music and for your genre in particular?
I always loved music since I was a very small child. Since I was 2 or 3, I was putting on records in Africa. One of my favorite singers was, of course, Mario Lanza, and I studied his work and I recorded an album in his tribute in 2007. I nearly did a movie with his story, in Hollywood, but that didn't happen, unfortunately, because the script wasn't ready and things went on. Then the producer moved on to another project, so it didn't happen. Singing, I guess, was number 2 in my life. Number 1 was my acting, because I thought that was my call. I went to the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London, which is one of the top drama schools in the world. I got accepted there and I studied with scholarships. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a classical actor. I wanted to join the Royal Shakespeare Company. I ended up playing Marius in Les Mis in 1988. It was a very successful audition, and I love the idea that I got to involve myself with veterans of the British theatre, some of the top professionals that I enjoyed working with, at the time. The London Musical Theatre was a great lesson for me. Also playing Raoul in Phantom of the Opera and The King and I, where I played Lunta. And of course, all that experience, in a sense, helped me be the singer I am. And also having won the Maria Callas Scholarship really helped me, because that made me study really hard in the operatic technique and making sure that I have the stamina to perform for many performances without getting tired. When I studied at Juilliard, I had a great mentor. Her name is Marilyn Horne, and she was one of the most important mezzo-sopranos of the world. And she was a great friend, and she still is a great friend, and someone who believed in me right from the beginning, since I was 22 years old. I guess, studying opera and in drama school and enjoying with passion what I do, I think, I'm a lucky person to be able to do the thing I love with such passion, made me a good singer. And also being a violinist, since I was 6 years old until I was 17, made me a better performer, because I saw the music from inside out.
What messages do you wish to convey to your audience through your music?
I guess equality and love between people and cultures and nations. And I think you cannot be racist in 2021. I fight against racism. I fight against bullying. I fight against people who believe that you are less than them. And, in fact, first year that I was in Les Miserables, 1988 to 89, I had a lot of bullies within my own company, not even, just out there. People saying Mario should not be playing Mario, she should be out there selling souvlakis in the corner of the street. I used to write to them, of course, on the board, the board of notices, right on stage door. I used to write, yeah, Mario might sell some souvlakis or might, cook some good souvlakis, but right now he's playing Marius in Les Miserables and he's the leading actor. Let's see how many of you can do that.
You have recently released your 21st album, Blue Skies, an American Songbook, which takes a stroll through some of the greatest tunes of American musical history. What was the inspiration behind your latest work?
Blue Skies, an American Songbook was a dream come true since I was a child. It's not pure jazz, because I'm not a jazz singer and I don't pretend to be Louis Armstrong or something like that. But I know that it's in the style of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Michael Bublé, kind of easy listening jazz. The classical tone in my voice is still there, but the style is easy listening. My aim here was not to please people with how high I can go. I wanted to impress people with the style of the music, the love and the passion that is within this music, the poetry that is within this music. I want to involve myself with the top class musicians and make sure that what I put out there is top notch. I would not do anything less than that. I do have great respect for this music, and I have great respect for the musicians who played with us, the big band, Lukas Karitinos, who conducted, and Tammy McCann, who sang on this album. She's got a beautiful voice, and she's a real jazz singer, but also an opera singer. She's classically trained. And she came from Chicago to Greece, to the Herodaticus, to perform these concerts with me, and I was so thrilled.
Tell us about the humanitarian cause that you wish to support through your work.
I've been an ambassador for them for 15 to 20 years now. I say 15 to 20 because I don't know if it's 16 or something like that, but it's been many years, because the director, Terry Giroux, he came to see me in Baltimore when I was performing with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, and it was kind of an operatic classical crossover concert. And he was amazed by my voice, and he wanted to invite me to meet the members of the Horatio Alger Association of Distinguished Americans, and to see how I could be of help to support these young people who come from very adverse situations, very difficult backgrounds, and let's say, alcoholic parents and abusive parents or abusive surroundings, or sometimes parents that cannot afford to have these young, very talented people go to higher education. So my heart was very much with this project, and I realized that by singing, I brought millions of dollars to help these young people. And so far, they've given about $253 million to support these young, students to go into higher education. And so for us as artists, we can only be ambassadors of peace and love and hope for a better future. That's why I would never be a politician. I can only be a musician who cares about peace, who cares about joining the forces of love and good care.
How does Mario Franguli want to be remembered?
A lot of people think that you are born with a good voice, then you are lucky enough to get your big break, and then you're a star, and then nothing else matters. I am not like that. I want to be remembered as someone who fought all the way through their lives, and I have enjoyed my life as well. I've gone out with my friends, and I enjoy my holidays, and I have my free space, away from the theater and the arts. But I do care about the other person. I care about my neighbors. I want my neighbors to be well. I get influenced and inspired by my neighbors and by my friends. I don't envy them. I don't want anything from them. All I want is that the world is a peaceful world, and that we have many people like yourself and like myself who care about our surroundings and who care about life itself. And I don't know, I don't want to win anything. I don't want to be anyone. I want to be Mario Frangoulis for the rest of my life, and making sure that I'm a good person in my heart, and that I manage through my work and through my voice and the God-given talent that I was given to be able to offer support for the younger generations.